Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? So this hot take series is really taking off. Just in the last 48 hours or so, I have been asked a couple of different times about what my thoughts are with the evictions moratorium. So I'm actually going to do two, it's kind of a part A and a part B to the evictions moratorium here this morning. And this is obviously part A. Before I jump into the topic at hand, do me a favor. We are on the march towards 10,000 subscribers. I think we're about 147 away from that vanity metric. Yes, I know it's not really important to anybody but me. I never thought we'd get there when I started YouTube 2.5 years ago or whatever it is. But wow, it's right on the doorstep. So if you can help me get there, that would be wonderful. And of course, the hot take series is really driven by you, my subscribers. If you had a question, you want to get my opinion on something, or something happens in the daily news, go ahead and send that to me and I will do my best to get back to you. So this particular hot take is, do I think the eviction moratorium will be extended past December 31st, 2020? So before I get into that question, because you will probably ask, let me address a few questions that I get around this. First, I believe the eviction moratoriums are intruding on signed contracts. I believe signed contracts or contract law is part of our U.S. Constitution. It's also a part of California's state constitution. So I am under the personal opinion, anyway, that these eviction moratoriums are unconstitutional. That is my opinion. I am not a lawyer or an attorney, but again, my opinion is you're intruding or breaking contracts between two parties. And yes, it is in the US Constitution, it is in the state constitution. And for some reason, politicians think you can go against the US and state constitution. So again, I believe it's unconstitutional, but I don't have the power to change that. Second, I do believe the apartment association is a large conglomerate of people who have the political clout and the money to file court cases, and they are in flight now. There is a good chance that those hearings will result in an outcome sometime later this year, and we will be paying attention to that. So, letting the powers that be that fight it, they believe it's unconstitutional as well. So we should see an outcome there. That said, do I think eviction moratorium will be extended past 12/31? The answer is yes, unless the apartment association wins in court. In fact, I would hope they win, but I believe it will be appealed and appealed, and the legal process will take over, and nothing will happen. So in the end, I am planning for the eviction moratorium to go until at least May 1st of 2021. By having it go to May 1st of 2021, it means that at least in the state of California, it will be 14 months that some people can garner free rent if you were taking it, since I think it started in March. So I am planning in my business for the eviction moratorium to be extended. Again, I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm not saying it's the right thing. I just have to make a business decision. So what I'll do in part B of this series is I will tell you what I'm doing in my business because I believe the eviction moratorium will be extended. Again, I don't think it's right. I don't think it's constitutional, but I think it's going to happen, if that kind of makes sense. So yes, I've been asked a dozen times, do I think the eviction moratorium will be extended yet again? And the answer is yes. I think it will be extended at the federal level. I think it will be extended certainly at the state level. And that is going to hurt. These eviction moratoriums, as I've said many times, will hurt landlords today. It will absolutely impact landlords today. But it is going to hurt tenants tomorrow. Folks, if you're not paying attention, this is what's going to happen. Landlords are going to start losing property. It's just going to happen. that's going to be pretty small in the grand scheme of things. What is really going to hurt tenants is many, many small mom and pop landlords are going to get to May, which is when I think this ends. They are going to give their tenants a 60-day notice to vacate, which is completely legal, and as the owners, they can. The tenants will be kicked out. So, what is that? May, June. They'll be kicked out in July. Mom and pop landlords are going to spend July and maybe the first part of August repairing their properties, and then they're going to sell them. We have 11 million units or single family homes that are in the rental pool today. By August of next year, it could be as low as 8.5, 9 million. Mom and pop landlords are not doing well. Many of them will lose if they're over leveraged and they don't have the reserves. And the ones that aren't, they're not happy. They are being asked to suck up a level of pain that is unconstitutional. And they are going to have enough. And they are going to kick the tenants out. They're going to clean the properties and they're going to sell them. We're going to go from 11 million units, mostly of affordable single family homes, to 8.5 and maybe less. You think we have a rental problem today? Wait till the second half of 2021. This is easy to see happening. The chessboard is all lined up. We're going to have less affordable units because of this eviction moratorium. And yes, I think it gets extended. I don't think politicians care. I think it is a news cycle that they don't want. And, this is what's going to happen. There'll be less units available. And what does that mean if there's less units available? Rents go up, folks. It's simple economics 101. If there is less units, and oh, by the way, demand is going to go up, not down. This is so obvious to me. I keep telling you on the channel that I believe space is good. That's what this health crisis is teaching us. Get out of the urban high rises into a house with a backyard. And unfortunately, we're about to lose 2.5, 3 million units. Guess what happens to rents? You think rents are high today? You think tenants are rent burdened today? Ugh, this is crazy. So in the end, that's what I think is going to happen. I get asked all the time, do I think eviction moratorium is going to be extended past 12/31? The answer is yes. And in my next video, I will tell you what I'm doing in my little world, my business, my rental portfolio, adding new units as part B. Take care. Have a wonderful day.